Most of you are under the impression that building a rent-to-rent business is phone calls, numbers, phone calls, messages, emails, like spamming the market. It is, because you're building your business. But what happens once it's built? Do the phone calls stop? They do. As long as you're following up with the connections that you've already built, then they start to come to you. I'm going to show you in this video what happens when an agent just reaches out to you. The relationship is built. The trust is there. You've gone through the whole process at least once. They trust you. They know how fast you move. They know how proactive you are in getting back to the agent, the landlord, signing contracts, paying the deposit, etc., delivering the service to the landlord. They would have had feedback from the landlord, everything. Once you've got 3 to 6 estate agents like that, the phone calls can drop. You can scale your business. I see all over Facebook and Instagram, mentors, like all they do is push open rent and spamming open rent, getting in touch with landlords through open rent. And a lot of people are afraid of Rightmove and calling agents. I actually really promote it. I think that's where you can really systemize and scale the business, because agents, they're the ones that hold a vast list of landlords and portfolio owners, and they've continually got new landlords to the market as well. Definitely pays to be more inclined to concentrate on Rightmove than open rent when scaling your business. So I actually had an agent who I work with reach out to me. I didn't check in with them. I wasn't following up. They messaged me saying, Kenny, I have this property. It's in this area. The rent is this. Do you want to book a viewing? When are you available for a viewing? Scheduled the next day. All right, so this is what happened. So this is the benefit of working with estate agents. A lot of people are afraid to make phone calls to agents. I don't know why, because they're the ones that hold a lot of properties and a big database of landlords. So once you go through the process once with an agent, then you're on their books. That's what this viewing is from. The agent reached out to me. I didn't make the phone call. I didn't pick up the phone and get a viewing booked in. They messaged me saying, we've got this property, you know, this is the price. I know what I'm looking for. That's it. That was yesterday. Now we're on the way to a viewing. No phone calls picked up. That's where you need to get to. You only need like 2 or 3 estate agents, and they will constantly fill you with viewings, and then you can drop the phone calls. Like the first year is phone calls, building relationships with agents, going through the process, and then you can completely drop the phone call and just work with those agents. And then you can focus more on direct to landlord or do side by side. But yeah, we're gonna go to the viewing now. I actually haven't seen the property yet. I've not even seen the link to the property. I have no idea what it looks like. All I know is it's a 6-bed. Is that a 6-bed house? Suitable for SA? I don't know. Or is it a HMO? It's most likely a HMO. So yeah, we're gonna go to the viewing and have a look. Hi, how are we doing? Got a viewing?
Yeah,
I believe.
Oh, hi.
Hi. Kenny, nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Oh wow, yeah, there's a lot of work going on. So, as you can see, ready to move. Okay. So I take it this is a 2nd bedroom. Yeah, it's not available in 3 days' time. Yeah, okay, so they're gonna do a downstairs bathroom. This is cool. Just need to know if it's going to be a compliant HMO, really. 2 bedrooms, kitchen, bathroom downstairs. Small double. This is, yeah. Not the typical HMO viewing. Yeah, it's good size, good double. Looks nearly ready to go, doesn't it? Another double. That's 4 rooms. I thought this was 6. Brand new bathroom. Looks good. Lovely spec. Yeah, that's a real nice spec. Is it a 5-bed?
This is 6
bed.
HMO license.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah. So, have you seen
The bathroom looks amazing. Yeah, it looks very nice.
So, and then all these rooms. This is going on this weekend. So will be again first time.
Yep. Okay. So there's three bedrooms up here.
Yes.
Is there 3 downstairs?
2 downstairs rooms. So 2 persons in the front room.
Okay.
Actually, calculations. This is 6 bedroom. So you can either leave 1 room, back room as a sitting room, and then make all these 1, 2, 3 rooms, bedrooms, as well as bed sits for sitting and sleeping purposes.
But this is going to be a licensed 6-bed HMO.
6-bed HMO.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So the agent said to me it was ready from 3 days time.
No, I've been telling him right from the beginning. When he said that you are ready to take, I said no. By 1st it will be ready.
The 1st of September.
On the 20th of August should be ready. But to be on the safe side, I'm giving 10 days.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So everything is ready upstairs. Only carpet will change upstairs.
Okay. Is this room classed as a single or double? Single.
Class is double room.
Double
but
room.
it's father's one person.
Small double. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. One person per room.
Yeah. Two persons. Yeah.
Okay.
Actually. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So this is another bedroom as well.
This is
Yeah.
for the two persons. Yeah. In this room, two person can sleep and can sit and down.
Yeah. Okay. Is it going to have all the fire alarm compliance, the smoke alarms, fire doors?
Everything. Fire door already there.
What about all of the EPC certificates? Are they?
Everything.
Okay. Sounds good. Yeah. Yeah. I see that. Yeah. Already there. And these are.
Fire doors, yes.
Okay.
There should be some strip as well, even. I think it's in the back or somewhere. Well, there are fire doors.
Yeah. Okay.
This is middle room. Again, fire door.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, it's good size double. That's
We'll go fire alarm there. Upstairs.
yeah.
And we will be building in all the bedrooms as well. Those
So-
are requirements.
So that's a bathroom at the back.
Yeah.
That's a kitchen there.
Yeah, I'll show you here. Yes,
Yeah, yeah.
That's for the
Okay.
fire safety.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. There's the toilet here.
And the downstairs toilet. So that back room, is that going to be a bedroom or bathroom?
Bathroom here. We will go and see. This is small toilet as well.
Yeah.
Fit in it, as long as you can fit, make it fit.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, definitely.
Fitting that drain, making the drain work.
Yeah.
I mean, like, because this house is so old, it won't have one.
Yeah.
But it's,
Can we squeeze through?
yeah, wait. I grabbed some bits through.
Right?
Yeah, sure. The
Right,
toilet
so
there.
going to be new kitchen. This is kitchen.
Yep. You got some work here.
Yeah, it's going to be new kitchen. After kitchen, this is the last destination actually.
Okay.
So better not to film this one because it doesn't sound very good.
So is the bathroom starting from here or
Yeah.
starting from
No,
that?
bathroom is starting from here.
Yeah. Okay. And the kitchen extends.
No,
Well,
this
I
will
see.
be just a
Washing machine or cooker.
fridge freezer. here,
Okay.
Because there's no space for the big
Yeah.
fridge.
Will it include the white goods?
Yes,
Okay.
all including white. But this is the exit to the garden.
Yep. I did see the garden from the windows. So,
Did you? Yeah,
yeah.
it's quite a big canvas garden.
so there's 5 bedrooms, isn't there?
Five
2
rooms,
downstairs, 5 rooms.
5 rooms there.
Yeah.
But it's 6-bed HMO.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand. So one room could be 2 people, and the others are 1.
Yeah.
I got you. Yeah. Okay. So, are you a property investor? Do you have any other HMOs in the area?
Yeah. That right. I do have.
So-
not in here. My family, extended family, has in here as well. But I have Finton on Finton side of me.
Okay. And you're considering a company let?
Depends if company is sound and stable. Then yes.
Yeah. I mean, the agent you work with, we work with, so they wouldn't have recommended the viewing otherwise. So.
If you're sound and if your terms and conditions are good, then yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Whole house is newly done, as you can see. Everything.
Yeah, it's going to be a good job.
Yeah, it's going to be very
Yeah,
good
okay.
house.
Okay, so what we'll do now is we'll go back. I'll run some numbers, do the figures on the area,
Yeah.
and then I'll submit an offer to the agent, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah. I got nice team of builders, as you can see,
Yeah.
running around.
Yeah, it's unloading stuff.
Yeah. Last tenants were here for 8 years.
Yeah.
And I have to take them out to the court because they
Yeah.
said we like it.
Yeah. Well,
Power to exercise.
that doesn't really exist with a business. If I don't pay rent, you can just take your property back. No court. That's business. That's a business contract.
But how will I take the people who are living already in them out?
Yeah, so if you're just to really not sell it, but if you're considering a company let, the risk is if you take on a bad company let and they put in any tenants and then they don't pay rent and you take the property back, you are left with a property with bad tenants. That's not how we operate, and I'm going to say that. But I've been going for 5 years. I've got a lot of history, a lot of landlord references.
How does it work? Say, for example, if they are not paying you, how do you take them out?
I pay you regardless.
But how do you take them out? Or when I
Go through the courts. Yeah.
When
So
I need house, how will I get back? If I needed a house.
yeah, that's the problem with tenants, though, isn't it? You can't escape tenant rights. So whether you let it out as an Airbnb, or I rent it from you and I rent it as an Airbnb, so there's no tenants, there's no sitting tenants. That's a way. That's another option for you. that you could say, yeah, okay, you can rent it, but I only want it as an Airbnb because I never want tenants in there. Or if you go with a business model that tenants will be moving in, then there's always that risk of the middleman letting you down and then you're left with tenants. So that's the risk.
So what is your way?
So
Is your way business?
for me to eradicate the risk, I wouldn't put a high risk tenant in there. I'd run credit checks, contact the previous employer, the current employer, the previous landlord or estate agent, ask for proof of renting, on-time payments for like the last 6 months, look at their bank statement, are they high risk or are they not, and if they are, I don't move them in. If we have one bad tenant, we'd still pay you the rent. If we have 2 bad tenants or 5 bad tenants, we'd still pay you the rent. It's a guaranteed rent business. We take the risk, not yourself. So what I'll do is I'll go back, I'll look at the data in the area and whether I can meet your asking price or not, and then we'll make an offer to the agent, and as soon as it's ready, we'll take it.
Just turn around today evening and say, okay, yes or no, what is the offer? This is.
Yeah, I'll know by tonight. I'll send the agent an offer this evening, so he'll know our position tomorrow. Right, lovely to meet you.
Thank you, me. Nice to
Good
see
luck
you.
with the
Same
build,
to you. Yes.
and I'll be in touch with the agent.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, it was a good meeting. Need to go home now, do exactly what we always do, the due diligence. He's a bit more open-minded with the Airbnb strategy being used in his property, because I think he's just very aware of like tenants aren't guaranteed and tenant rights, and rightly so. Tenant rights are so strong. So he wants me to put together a proposal for running it as an Airbnb and a HMO, but I think the HMO side is absolutely fine. As long as you run strict referencing on your tenants, you can't go too far wrong, really. There's some good tenants out there. You just got to do lettingref.co.uk is what we use. It's brilliant. You get credit checks, run references on landlords, so you can talk to their previous employer, previous landlord, ask for bank statements. I think that's a perfect HMO. He's obviously doing a very nice spec on it. It's going to be brand new, fully HMO compliant, all of the EPC certificates in place. I think that's going to be a very good HMO to make an offer on. He's looking for 2,700. He's got another company making another offer. Again, this all comes down to meeting the landlord in person sometimes, because at the end of the day, this is a people person's business. They need to be sold on you. We'll make an offer and go from there. Okay, so what do we know? We know the landlord is open to both business models, so that's good. We can be flexible with our offer, maybe. We'll soon see. So in this part of the video, what you're going to learn now is exactly how to stack a HMO deal and a service accommodation deal. So just follow this. So we know we have 3 large doubles, we have a normal size double, and we have a very small double, and I need to price them accordingly. So how do you do that? We use SpareRoom, okay? SpareRoom is amazing for doing due diligence. So the postcode, you only need to put in the first part of the postcode. Don't need to put all of it. We want to see what is going on in this area. So we're looking for a 4-to-1 ratio of properties available to people looking. It has to have strong demand. So in this area, there are 124 properties available. So we're looking for at least 4 times that, okay, for rooms wanted. And we've got 875. Perfect. And if you scroll down, look at this. New today, new today, new today. There will be pages of people just registering, flooding in, looking for rooms. Okay, so that's perfect. What we want to do is click here. And it's in Bristol. We have doubles. Bristol, we're going to be paying the bills as well. So Bristol, look for the double with the yes, bills included. Yes, 725. Write that down for a double. We want to know what the single is as well, because we have a very small double, and I'm going to take the price in between a double and a single and put it in the middle. So single yes is 550 for a single. Write those down. You know there's a lot of people looking in the area. Then what you need is a calculator to put that information in. Make your way down. Number of bedrooms is 5. It is licensed for 6 people, but I'm going to stack this on 6 people and 5 people. But ideally, I just want 1 person per room. Council tax. So we need to click this, put in the full postcode, 1723. It's a 5-bed, 300 in gas and electric, and 50. So my calculator automatically takes the 5-bed rates from putting the number in here. You know, you could use these numbers as a reference. That's by controlling the utilities, not just letting the tenants move in and do what they want, controlling them. Keep the cost down. You can keep the cost down by using smart thermostats, such as Inspire, the Landlord version. It's about £260. You can control the heating from your phone. And then these rates are about right, £40 per month for Wi-Fi. Cleaner, yeah. Okay, we're looking at about £18, £20 an hour, 2 hours per visit every 2 weeks. TV license, yeah. That did have a bit of a garden. It was low maintenance, so we'll just put £10 a month on average. You won't need a gardener every single month, maybe an hour every 3 months just to keep the weeds down. And the landlord was looking for 2,700. Total cost, 3,332. So room 1 was 725, 725, 725. Yep. Then we had average size double. So I'm going to reduce this down to 675. And the last room was actually quite small. So I'm going to price that £50 above a single. So the single was 550 according to SpareRoom. So I'm going to go in at 600. So we can achieve a rent of 3.5 grand. The landlord's looking for 2.7, but we have to obviously fit our margin in there. So if we're looking for £700 profit, that's our offer to the landlord based on 5 people. I'm just going to write that down. 5 people. The offer is 2117. Now we'll do 6 people. And basically, one of the large rooms would be the only room to accommodate 2 people. So I'm just going to add £250 more. So that takes us to 975. So based on 6 people, we can offer 2367. And just to prove this, if I put 2367 up into the rent, 2367, the profit will show 700. There we go. So before I make an official offer, I need to run a SpareRoom ad. I haven't got one running because obviously I only viewed this property yesterday. So what I do for the next 3 days is just get a SpareRoom advert running. Obviously the state of the house, I'm not going to upload those pictures. I've got fake pictures. They're not fake, they're properties I've done before. So just find some pictures. If you haven't ever done a HMO before, just go on Google, put in modern day HMO bedroom and just copy those images to run your SpareRoom ad. Don't run a free ad, you have to pay, okay? It's about £140 for the year. Otherwise you're not free to connect with. Tenants can't message you. So make sure you're uploading a paid for advert. SpareRoom will shut you down, then 24 hours later you'll go live again after you've done the verification checks. You need to test demand. I know I've showed you demand on SpareRoom, like 800 and something people looking to only 125 properties, but we have to be absolutely sure. I'm very confident in this area anyway, because obviously if you've watched one of my recent deals that I've done in Bristol, it was very strong demand, and this isn't too far. This is actually in a better area, so I'm confident in the demand, so I will make an offer before testing it. But for you guys, 100% test it, but you need to move fast, right? Everything to do with this is speed and knowing your area, but not just taking a chance on properties. You have to go on data. So for example, Stuart, one of my clients, he was stacking a service accommodation deal, and this was just on the outskirts of London and the rent was £3,000. But the data on Airbnb and Property Market Intel was telling us an average nightly rate of 185, which gave us an offer of 1900. The landlord wanted 3k. Our offer was 1900. So I said to Stuart, like, you just got to make the offer. Just make it in a tactical way so it's not insulting, which he did. And they come down to 2,100. 2,100. That's crazy how a landlord can just drop £900. So deals aren't out there. They don't exist. You create them, right? You create a deal. They don't just, oh, that price works, there's a deal. No, you create the deal. Okay, are we done for HMO without running the SpareRoom ad? That is our offer. Our max offer is 2367 based on 6 people to profit £700. I just wanted to look at the room rates again. 725, 75, 675 for that small double. I like being conservative, not too optimistic. No, £600 for the small double, which I think is great. Yeah, with bills included. I'm happy with the room rates based on what we've seen on SpareRoom. How did I know to put 975 for 2 people? I always just add £200 extra for a room that can accommodate 2 people. That's conservative enough. It's cheap, a lot cheaper for those 2 people to go and, you know, rent this room as opposed to a flat with bills that they have to pay. So I'm confident that's conservative. You can go on Rightmove and just put in the area BS5 to rent. This area only. Minimum beds 5. Search. So there's 9 results. They're all HMOs. What's the rent on these places? 3.5, 4,900, 3,000. Okay, 5 bed. Looks very similar spec. 7 bed. Ours isn't a 7 bed. Here we go. 2,600 for a 5 bed. So they're not asking ridiculous rent. This is another 5 bed. So it's similar size. The only downside to this property is if we rent all the rooms, you heard it from the landlord, if we rent all of the rooms, there's no communal space. But based off experience, tenants don't care about communal spaces. They always just remain exactly as I furnished them, like untouched. It's crazy. They just want their bedrooms, that's it. Not all. Like some do actually want a communal space, but if it's advertised without a communal space, they won't contact you in the first place. Okay, cool. That's HMO done. Max offer 2367 based on 6 people, or if I just want to keep it simple and rent it 5 people, 2117. That's without a communal space. Done. That's HMO offer done. Now let's stack it as an SA because it could potentially be a really nice SA. So what we want to do is find comparables in the area. Straight away, come to Airbnb. This is the most simplest things you guys can do. Put in the full postcode, press search, filter, entire home. So obviously ours is a 5 bed, so I want to see 4 beds plus is 500 homes. Okay, 5 beds is 206, so perfect. Let's have a look at the 5. If there wasn't enough in 5, stick with 4. And then we want to zoom right into the area with actually focusing on. There's no comparables in that area. So then filter back out. Is there any 4 beds in that area? Okay, so there's 3. Right, this is perfect. Okay, look at these. Spec looks brilliant. Let's have a look at this. This is literally just down the road. That's crazy. When I was talking to the landlord, I even referred to the end property being an Airbnb, which would have been here. And obviously there's one right there. That's this one. So this is interesting. Let's see how it's performing. Long-term stays. Yeah. Cool property. I like this. They've done a professional job. It looks brilliant. Titles optimized as well. No reviews. Ah, okay. So August. So have a look, completely empty. That's not a good sign. Imagine going through all of that effort, all of that cost. That's a massive effort. They've done an incredible job. Fair play to whoever done the job. But to go through all that, this is a problem. If you haven't been trained properly, you haven't done heavy due diligence on the area, you go through all that effort and expense of kitting out a property and the time and the stress, get it live. 0 bookings. So let's say we want to check in. They may have only just gone live and we've only just discovered it. They're a minimum of 7 days. So how much is 7 days? £260 a night. They've got the weekly stay discount, so it's a proper optimized listing. They've even got the weekly stay discount. I bet they've got the monthly stay discount as well. Fair play to them for doing an incredible job. I hope it is just a brand new property. No reviews yet, but unfortunately that's not comparable because there's no data. So we'll just leave it open for now. This looks like the same host. So they've kitted out another property just up the road. Hopefully this one has got some traction. 5 reviews. So again, very similar spec, same host. Everything's optimized. Okay, this looks a bit more promising. Let's check in Monday. 7-day stay again. How much are they? Is it 260 a night? 260 a night, exactly the same. So that's a bit more promising. Let's have a look at the reviews. When was the last review? April. That's not a good sign. They might have converted to direct. My bookings might have gone through booking.com. The lack of living room and lounge was a problem, but I think the place was good for 4 double bedrooms. Okay, 20-minute walk to Cabot Circus. Google Maps have 17 minutes. It's not a complete write-off so far. So we'll close the first one, leave that open because it's actually got some data. What else have we got? I thought there was 3. 1 review. Amateur pictures taken from your phone always makes a huge difference. They've got scattered bookings. So they're booked for this weekend. 1 night booking there, a few nights there. September looks quite strong. Let's have a look at their nightly rate. Let's check in Tuesday. We want to check out Friday. 2 people, 243 a night. So we've got 260 a night. We've got 243 a night. Okay, this is looking good. Zoom out slightly more. Go in until you see more homes. Okay, I wouldn't want to go any further than that. So we've got 2 comparables with little data. Okay, so what you could do now is go over to property market intel. So what we can do is just type in the postcode. Okay, so we've got this home here. Is that one we saw? Yeah, that's a different one. So they bought £88 a night. Okay, that's not good. It's a 2-bed. This one here, 4-bed, 198. Okay, they brought in a revenue of 35k, so not that strong. 60% occupancy. 81% occupancy. 20k revenue though. 1 bed, that's why. I guess just the location is strong for 2-bed. So revenue on that, 21k. Yeah, it's not looking strong. It's not looking good. I wouldn't want to take the risk based on that data. What you can do, look, seasonality, 82, A-. That's quite good. So 78 out of 100. Good score. Okay, so there's 99 1-beds in this area. There's only 10 3-beds, only 2 4-beds. So there's barely any data to go on. You could go on the 3-bed data and see what they're doing. So that's what we'll have to do, and then go off of that nightly rate and see if we can get anywhere near the asking price. If you just come along here, you can go onto filters. You want to look at just 3 beds. It's going to give us the results. 10 listings, and then just look at the data. So 140, 120 drops right down to 97 a night in January. Look, it's not looking good. Even the luxury spec, £200, 116. Average daily rate drops right down in 2022. Okay, so this will give you the last 4 years data as well. So 187 in high season. That's what I'm going to write down. 187 in high season. And then low season, 150. I don't believe that. I think it's lower. You know, look at last year's high season, 150. Keep moving along these tabs. Still looking at those 10 active 3-beds. This will even give you the average revenue. So June, 4k June. What was it in January? 2.5k, 2.5k Jan. So imagine if you're paying 2,700 in rent. That doesn't include all the expenses in January and Feb. And it's only bringing in a revenue of 2,700, 2,500. Not good. Okay, again, occupancy, I would say it's at about 60%. This here, look, active listings from May 24 to September 24. 11 3-beds, 11 3-beds. So no 3-beds went out of action. 1 did in October. Then it dropped down to 9, back up to 11. So it's not really increasing. And why are properties dropping off? Booking demand. This is always quite good. So December drops right off. March still, you know, quite low. The booking lead time is quite interesting. So somebody will book 32 days in advance, 31, 27. So low season is like a 2-week window. Okay, smart rates. What's annoying is it sometimes resets the filters. Let's have a look at the actual properties. 5-bed, revenue of 100k, can sleep 14 people. So we definitely want to click that and have a look at this. This isn't really comparable though. For the size of the property, ours is quite small. Yeah, this is quite quirky. It's quite an experience to stay there. It's achievable, but the rooms are huge. So yeah, not comparable. Fair play to that property turning over a lot of money. For this one, that looks quite large as well. We want a comparable. So this could be the comparable. 6-bed though. Sleeps 14. We could not get 14. Yeah, huge. It's even got a slide. Not a comparable. This place, right? 4-bed, sleep 7. This is more along sort of spec and possibly the amount of people you can comfortably sleep with a communal space. Yes, I would say this is more along the lines of the property we're looking at. Terrible picture. Taking a picture on Airbnb with the curtains closed. Let's have a look at the calendar. August, just weekends. September, possibly a contractor booking there. It's not that strong. So let's check in Tuesday, check out Friday. 2 people, 243 a night, but they're not getting that many viewings. So 243 again. Yeah, I don't think I need to do too much more research. That's it really. I'm not too confident. There's not a lot of data, not a lot of comparables. Just from the data we've collected, we've got 260 a night and 2 properties at 243. So I think if we went in at a conservative of 190 a night, we'd beat those. But I'm still not confident. I wouldn't take this property on based on that data. But let's just run through the whole process just to show you guys. Okay, so we only need to change the grey squares here. So 2,700 in rent, 50% occupancy. On average, that is 245 per night. Utilities, probably a bit less than that. No, it's a large property, 500, including council tax. Yeah. So even at that nightly rate, minus 186, we want to make a little bit of profit at 50%. So yeah, I'm out. Doesn't work as an Airbnb. There's not enough comparables. Their properties, their calendars didn't fill me with confidence, even though they've invested a lot of money. I would have gone in at 195 per night and yeah, minus 800. So to even make this worthwhile, probably have to offer 1,500 as an Airbnb, a bit more, 1,800. There we go, 1,800. So at 15 nights booked, we make £100 profit. £1,800 and they're looking for 2,700. So that's our offer. If he wants us to run it as an Airbnb with no tenant rights. He might opt for that. Some people, you know, like I said earlier, Stuart, he's had £900 off the asking price. If he doesn't want tenants in his property, then that's the cost of it, to be run as an Airbnb, but it's not that strong of an area. It looks like just a weekend and some contractors every now and then. So £1,800 as an Airbnb. So that's it, guys. We've got 2 offers. HMO was max offer of 2,367 for 6 people, 2,117 for 5 people, and £1,800 if they want me to run it as an Airbnb. That's that. Simple as that. Don't overcomplicate it. Just look at the data and just write down the figures. Hope that helps. So I've made the offer. The landlord did actually come back to the agent and say they won't accept anything less than 2.6. That's too high. The margin would be too low. So I did go back to the agent and say, you know, this is our absolute max and we're going to stick to our guns on this one. And the agent knows, you know, how proactive and how fast I can move. And they did try their best to actually sell the service. They become your salesman. He said, leave it with me. I'll try my best to convince the landlord that you're a good option. How good is that? That is the level you guys need to get to. And that comes with experience. Going through, obviously, the first phase of the business is getting known, getting out there, going on viewings, showing estate agents that you're someone to be taken seriously. Then the relationship is built. Then you can start to relax on the numbers. But until then, you need to watch this video. That is the process of a newbie's position right here. Watch that, and then this video you've just watched is what happens once you've established the business. I hope this video helps. Let me know in the comments if it does. See you guys soon.